We got Taylor Swift out here thinking that she invented reinventing herself. She thinks that she's the one that came up with eras? Oh my god, I don't know if she's ever met Davey Havok of AFI. This guy has more reinventions than Chris Jericho. This guy has reinvented the wheel more often than Madonna herself. Okay, so Taylor Swift, move over. I gotta show you the early eras of AFI. We're just gonna go back to the 90s, okay? And in that decade, just in those tiny amount of years, Davey Havok managed to do a whole bunch of different things, a whole bunch of different times, okay? So we're gonna pull up 3 music videos from the iconic discography of AFI just to get a glimpse of the very first era of AFI. And in this first era, there's like 3 eras, okay? Taylor Swift just goes era by era, one by one. Nuh-uh, that's not okay for Davey Havok. He's a nice amalgamation of eras all the time, all at once, okay? You can never tell if this guy's a skate punk. You can't tell if this guy's just a regular punk. You can't tell if this guy is a soccer mom. You can't tell if this guy is a Hot Topic type guy, because he's all of these type things, and he has specific times where he focuses on one harder than the other. So, my name is Dan Frampton. I am the internet's most ruthless gatekeeper. So today, we're gonna dive into some AFI. I hope you're actually having the best day imaginable, because it might get worse, it might get better, depending on what you think of AFI. So, Davey Havok is the kind of guy who fancies himself a bit of an artist, a bit of a poet, okay? And he is a bit of those things. I'm not gonna take any of those things away from him, all right? I think he's actually kind of sick. Now, I have a particular fondness for early AFI, and I kind of fell out of love the more they developed into other things, okay? But that's just a testament to them as era hoppers, as reinventors, okay? But we're not gonna talk about their post-punk Depeche Mode kind of thing that they got going on right now. We're not even gonna talk about that emo stuff that they got up to in the early 2000s. We're going back to the 90s, where they were a bit of a skate punk band, and then they started to dabble in melodic hardcore as the decade wore on, okay? So, we're gonna go over to the channel Blank TV. Blank TV is a great channel. They've been around forever documenting the punk rock music scene, okay? So if you're not familiar with Blank TV, you go over there right now. Some of their videos have millions of listens because they have iconic stuff on here, and some things only have like 50 listens because that's how dedicated they are to the DIY culture, okay? And that's just how it goes. So we're gonna go back to the record Very Proud of Ya, all right, which came out in 1996, and we're gonna get a taste of the very first AFI era.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be in a hardcore band.
All right, so they're identifying as wanting to be in a hardcore band. You got the nail polish going. You got the very plain basic hat going on. Very normal haircut, eating a sucker. All right, this is all very hardcore, very authentic. Sounds so amazing. It kicks in right away. You're like, oh, you're gonna get some skate punk attitude. And then that snarly vocal of Davey Havok sounds unbelievably awesome in this style. It's like the perfect mix of whiny and yelly. It's just a great little vocal. And those harmonies are awesome. Now they're gonna say that they weren't really focusing on melody back then, but they have just like melody seeping through their pores, okay? They can't escape the melodic nature that is just inherently inside of them. You kind of got this 90s greaser look for some reason that they're pulling off over here. Now, if you just paused this video right here, I think that this would be that Lit song. You know, the one where they go bowling? This one right here. So we're diverging a little bit from the AFI. So AFI was a little bit before their time, okay? Because look at this. You're pausing this here. This is the same sort of vibe, same sort of aesthetic that's going on over here. Okay, you can see people running in circles, doing a circle pit for this kind of music. This is total push pit music right now, and people would be going crazy for this back in the day. And Davey Havok's vocal would have been setting their brains on fire, okay? They're used to people sounding like Dexter. They're used to people sounding like Tim Armstrong, okay? And at the very best, they might be like Billy Joe Armstrong is a very good pop punk vocalist. People hearing Davey Havok back in 1995, 1996, that's crazy. And especially if he's just like rolling around in blood, painting his nails black, driving around in a convertible, just being a hardcore kid, that's sick as hell. And then you gotta cut in the live footage. The live footage looks insane. Their live show was nuts ever since they got started. Because are you hearing this band? Like, people would have just been going nuts for them. And clearly, here's the video proof of the people going nuts for the band. So you just got a little casual murder going on here. Boom! Davey Havok going for the big stage dive. Hell yeah! All right, so they told a pretty good story there. You know what I mean? That these guys that look like hardcore bowling kids, they kidnapped Davey Havok. They let him have it in the back of their car, and then they went and did this. Then this is them after doing the murder. Can't believe these guys just killed Davey Havok in Minecraft in a video game. Goddamn. Alright, so a couple of years after that, they put out this record called Open Your Eyes and Close Your Mouth, and close your mouth and open your eyes and shut up and just look at the things that are in front of you. Okay. It might have just been called Shut Your Mouth and Open Your Eyes. But this video is their second music video. It's called Third Season, and let's see how they evolved as a band. Yeah, 90s hardcore as hell. Already we got an era switch up. This is not nearly as melodic. He's growing the hair out, getting a little bit more moody. Everybody's wearing black. And now he's starting to tease the devil lock that might be coming in a couple more months. Skateboarding, baggy fitting pants, big old shirts. God damn, this is taking me back to a time and a place. 1997. Getting those little screams in there. This is sounding pretty melodic hardcore-ish, alright? Starting to deviate from the skate punk into the like melodic hardcore type thing. So all those kids were waiting for this ice cream truck. And this doesn't really seem like a legitimate ice cream truck. This looks like a little suspicious thing going on here. I don't know if there's a humble ice cream salesman inside here. Would you like some confectionery? Uh-oh. Ew. Well, maybe he might actually have ice cream. He didn't have enough money for the ice cream. Okay. Uh-oh. Are all these kids gonna gang up on the ice cream man truck? What's going on here? Skateboarding in. Oh no! Tipping the truck? Oh yeah! Oh hell yeah! I guess it was the kids you had to look out for here. I guess the evil guy wasn't really the candy man. All those piece of shit kids, man. They just destroyed that guy's humble little living that he was making for himself, all right? This ice cream man probably had the dream of a lifetime, being like, when I grow up, I'm gonna own a little truck. I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna sell ice cream, and it's just gonna be the best little business ever. I'm gonna answer to nobody. I'm gonna be able to listen to that ice cream jingle all the time. I'll be able to eat as much ice cream as I want every single day. And then one kid just doesn't have enough for an ice cream sandwich, and he gets his whole gang in to like tip over the truck and cause a bunch of mayhem. Not into it. I think that's bad. But that was our second AFI era, and it's only been a year, okay? Now we're gonna travel all the way to 1999 when these guys were going to be a little bit more horror punk. Now they're going to fully embrace all melody here, okay? I haven't seen this music video, but this is probably my favorite AFI song. He's got the tight leather, he's got the devil lock, he's got the jack-o'-lantern behind him, and it's a very, very spooky time. He's got the lipstick going and everything, bro. It's so gothic. It is absolutely the most moody this band has ever been. Now, in their last video, they were kind of dancing around, playing around with the black aesthetic, getting a little bit of the devil lock going. Now they have fully 100% embraced it. Now they're not really being like, let's be a melodic hardcore band. They're just being like, let's be a melodic punk band. Here he is doing his best Danzig impression. He's going for a nap in a graveyard. Oh my god, so emo, bro. Yeah, they're taking that whole horror punk thing, adding the whole emo thing that was emerging at the time, and really putting it all together in a very unique way, the only way that AFI could. And having Davey Havok as that gluey, sticky frontman just held it all together so perfectly. And then all those vocals together, this is AFI firing on every single cylinder on planet Earth. Not only have they successfully transitioned from era to era to era throughout all of these releases, but they've managed to redefine the eras themselves that these guys were existing in. All on the underground. Very impressive stuff. It would be songs like this that would help them go on to explode, but they would really kind of take over in the early 2000s. And then you want to see a bunch of Davey Havok era switch-ups. Oh my god, that might be a video of itself in the future. I can't keep up with all the eras going on here. Taylor Swift, I bet your head is spinning out here too. Like, how could Davey Havok do this? He's wearing lipstick, he's got the devil lock going, he's in the tight gimp suit. Just a week ago, he was dressed up as a skater kid. What's going on here, bro? What a band, what a voice, what an absolute vision that they have. And to be able to communicate that within your band and have everybody in your band on board to move and grow and evolve with you sonically and physically, that's unreal, dude. And I gotta say, this music video is absolutely nailed. All of this grainy, lo-fi footage of the graveyard and them live put together with this song. It's just a total vibe. It's a total mood. 2 gigantic thumbs up if I even need to say that. Sounds so much like Refused right here. Not anymore. What is this top? I absolutely love it. It is tight as hell. It is leather or pleather or plastic or some sort of domination material. It's zip up. It can't be very breathable or athletic whatsoever. He's gotta be roasting his old nuts off up here. The high contrast on his white as hell face, it's just so ghostly and ghoulish. I could never pull off wearing that much leather. Are you kidding me? He looks amazing with the black lipstick and the fucking hair. Holy smokes. And keeping the fan base, that same group of skater kids that would have been into them a couple of years ago are still very much on board with what they're doing here. And it's very risky, you know what I mean? All of these people wearing their big oversized shirts and pants, you know what I mean? Backwards hats, upside down visors, that kind of thing, skateboarding around, and then showing up to an AFI show with the guy in a literal bondage suit just screaming his little face off. It's wonderful. We got gothic Davey Havok. We got skate punk murdered Davey Havok in the back of a car. And we also got the transition between those 2 eras all in just 3 short music videos, okay? I would love to see Taylor Swift, Madonna, or Chris Jericho try to pull this off. They couldn't. They just simply couldn't, okay? I did a whole Day They Died video about AFI, so I do a little bit of a deep dive on their discography. If you haven't checked that video out, I'll leave it over here. You can watch it now. Okay, see you later.